Hello! That wasn't the carton speaking, that was me. And here I am drawing on some windows to make our bird bath. Very simple. Here's a diagram. Don't forget the hole at the top. Best to do it now before we start decorating. All will be revealed, as it were. Okay, so we're going to cut these out. You could do 4 windows, one at the back as well, but I've just decided to do the 3. Okay, so we need a sharp knife, just to make the incision, and then once you've done that you can start snipping. I'm just going to cut all of them out. Now obviously if you need help with this bit, please ask an adult. Okay, and just undo any creases. There's your front of the carton, windows cut out. Now I'm using another big plastic bottle. I'm just going to cut below that line. Initial cut with a sharp knife. There we go. Hopefully the scissors will allow me to cut through on this one. Now the idea really is that it sits on top of the carton and acts as a funnel to let water drain in. I'm going to make it look a little bit like it has petals. Now we also need to make the aperture, the hole at the top, a little bit wider than the carton opening, so it sits on. And this is a bit of a tricky bit, so once you've done this, we're going to cut probably so it's bigger than that, and it can sit on there. So we need to cut just above, and then we can always make the whole bit bigger once we've made the initial incision. So I'm going to say about a finger length to start the cut there. So we need the potato in order to sit the bottle on, just so we're not going to go straight through the table or the knee or my fingers. There we go. Just make that incision. Now this is quite tricky bit here. Yeah, can't tell you enough how much help you might need at this point. And then we get that far, then you can finally use the scissors. It's much tougher. Oh, my hair's going all over the shop. It's not about the glamour, it's about the creative. Right, okay. There we go, sits on top nicely. Now I've got some vinyl which I've drawn some leaves and stems on. Now I've done it quite close to each other, so I've left as much space, so you can use all of that again on other projects, even the little bits in between you might be able to use. So really plan how you draw it so you can get as much out of these pieces as you can. Now I've chosen these 3 lovely colours to make the tulip shapes. Quite large. Again, in the corner, saving all of that for another project. Oh my goodness, it's done. Well, what do you know? And I've decorated the top and this side with tulips, and on the other side I've used shower curtains, and just blue and reds rather than all the other colours. So design wise it's entirely up to you, just as long as you enjoy. Now to put the funnel on, bit fiddly, glue around the top initially, plenty of it. And we're going to use a bit of tape. I'm using a little bit of the coloured vinyl on this one. I'm going to have to cut a couple of pieces because I hadn't made up my mind whether to do it all red. But and then we get some string on top of that and start tying it as if you were your shoelaces. A little loop. And once it's in the right position, so just move it around well. Yeah, it's a bit fiddly, can be a bit wobbly. There we go, and then pull really tight. Not so tight that you break the string, which I did make that error myself. And then wrap around. Bit more glue. Now you can see the funnel's holding on quite well there now. Snip off the loose ends. That funnel itself will allow the rainwater to pour into the bird bath, which should be quite nice. That's pretty sturdy now. Okay, now we're in the final bit. We need something to hang it from the trees or wherever. So I'm just popping the string through. Add a little bit of sellotape just to hold it in there, and a little bit of tape on top as well. That tape will take off once it's all tied. And you get that little bit on the inside just to hold it securely. It has got a knot there, but we don't want it squeezing through the hole. And to be honest, the tape inside you won't be able to see it, so that's fine. Okay, and loop that around, and we're going to attach it to the handle. So you decide how long you want that loop. Once you've got the length required for the loop, then you can concentrate on tying it onto the handle. If you have difficulty with this, obviously just ask someone to help. But I'm just doing repeated loops that you would do on your shoes. Then I'm just going to wrap it around just a little bit once. Yeah, that hangs well. Excellent. So we'll just pop a little bit of glue on this just to hold that on. A little bit of extra security. Belt and braces, I believe they call it. And there we have it. A lovely bird bath. Do need to pop a bit of water in there, of course. Here's the other design. Now on this one I've popped a piece of bamboo through, just 2 holes on each side, just so it creates a little stand in the middle, and you can add that to the other designs. Just something else. Do enjoy. Take care.